Anyway, what do English bands do on a night off? We went for Indian curry and we went to see a movie. And the movie we went to see was Gravity in 3D with Swedish subtitles, which kind of floated out in front of the screen like this. But fortunately, once, I won't spoil it for you by telling you the space station gets blown to bits, the Swedish just kind of started floating around with everything else on the thing. So it was far out. It was good. It was one of those nights where you find a cinema that has something that you might know, that you might watch. The worst time this ever happened to me was in a place called Bochum in Germany, where I was on tour with a support band made of 2 Japanese women called the Frank Chickens. And there were 4 of us, me, the roadie, and these 2 Japanese women, and there's nothing to do on a day off in Bochum, apart from go to the Museum of Coal Mining, which I'd already seen. So we went to the cinema, and we went into the cinema, and the film was a film in French with German subtitles, which none of us spoke, either of the 2. So we went back to the hotel and said to the guy behind the counter, what do you do in Bochum on a rainy Tuesday when there's nothing to do? He said, he went to the, and he came back with Monopoly. And my heart sank. And the 2 Japanese women started jumping up and down saying, I always wanted to know how to play Monopoly, teach us how to play Monopoly, believe each other. So me and the roadie went back to the room with the 2 Japanese ladies and we began to play Monopoly. Although it was in German, it's the same, you know, it's basically standard same idea, you know, you got your little piece, straightforward, except if you get a card, because the card was in German. So when anybody got a card, we had to ring the guy on reception and read it to him. And he would say, oh yes, you have won a beauty contest, everybody must give you 50 marks. And my feeling is that had we gone to see that movie, I would have forgotten the whole day. But as it was one of the most memorable evenings I ever spent in Bochum. We all of us have to think, I think it's only fair, how did Lou Reed influence people of my generation? A huge influence on us. His death, his untimely death a couple of weeks ago made me think. Obviously, you know, the drug shit is not really influenced me at all. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm sorry if that's a disappointment to you, but if I had to write heroin, it would have come out as aspirin. Yeah, that's me. I'm that guy. I'm sorry. I would have written, I'm waiting for my mum. I'm sorry about that, but that's who I am. 2 Mexican beers and I'm anybody's. I have no resistance to that. But Lou did have a huge influence on my life because he made it possible for people who can't really sing and can't really play an instrument but can write a song to actually have a career in the music industry. Because were it not for Lou, I would just be a songwriter churning out hits for Ollie Murs or someone like that. I don't know, fuck.
Mother says that we know what next year. Qualifications lost the golden ball. Now just pieces of the pie part. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards. You look the part, you get the joke. Last year's trousers with your old school shoes. To be starting some buyers market like I'm bored to pick out and choose. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because I don't dress like this doesn't mean I'm going back.
What happened to...
Just because I dress like this doesn't mean I'm a narcissist. You better believe it, yeah? wasn't you. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forward doesn't mean I'm going backwards. You're on top of the scrap in the streets. You were top of the class. The took you to school was had to be a good worker. The system was partly gone by your lawsuit. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards. Thank you.